All right, we are back from the break. The party has succeeded in eliminating all of these creatures. I'm just making a quick tally of a couple things. Higgimus, you ended up using your potion of extra healing, getting 18 hit points back. Is anyone else going to do any healing or use any potions or anything like that?
I will use Cure Light Wound scroll that has 2 casts and both are for Ockar.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my potion on myself. So is that 6 to me?
You get 6 hit points, Ockar.
Okay, now I'm going to drink my temporary potion.
Do you not knock him unconscious with your failed casting level? If it's what level is it cast at?
It was 6th level and I'm 6th level.
Ah.
Does 2d4 plus 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
You're using yours, are you?
Yeah.
Braxon's got a healing potion he's going to take. I've forgotten what they do.
Temporary healing potion or regular healing potion?
No, regular one.
2d4 plus
He
2.
used a temporary one.
Let's see.
You saying you've used it? I'm pretty sure you were given one and you didn't use yours. You were given someone else's temporary one.
I'm pretty sure that Braxon used his one last week.
If you're certain, then I'll just rub it off.
Okay, I have this healing potion that says it's from that decanter. Can I just drink that?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, I'll drink that.
Alright, that's also 2d4 plus 2.
Lever's the last one that has one out of the temporary ones. Then.
You mean the wolf doesn't have some? Tucked away in his fur?
No.
Lafdul stares at the wolf and is like, yeah, he might be able to make a healing potion with his blood or something.
Who has a temporary one?
Beelmoth comes over and gives Ockar some licks and sympathy for the pain that he's in.
The wound with all the bacteria from his stomach.
No.
Actually, it would be saliva's antibacterial.
Thea taught us wolves have a healing skill.
Isn't Ockar immune to disease from wolf
I'm
licks?
immune to diseases, yes.
I will also use healing proficiency with my healing bag.
What we need to do is get one of those barrels that the mountain dogs have and put it around Bearmouth's neck and have it full of healing potion.
This is for Higgimus. Then I will use it for Ockar.
I can do some if you want.
And
since you're so keen on using them all.
Final one for Braxon.
Thank you.
So how much does this heal?
1 point.
Just one.
So I just jumped up from 5 hit points to 28.
I mean, it's good if you can get it.
Hey, you have the same amount of hit points as I do now. Congratulations.
You have 1 hit point more than I do at the moment.
I used that temporary healing potion. Lava gave it to me.
Alright, so that's all of them off.
Yes. Because that fight was intense.
Did everyone put the one healing health point that I gave with the healing?
I did.
Yeah, I've changed from 28 to 29.
And Higgimus also.
I regenerate another hit point.
I have 3 regular healing potions. Do the healing potions make your stomach explode if you drink more than one?
Yes. Any normal potion that you drink 2 of, I mean, even if it's of the same type, there's a chance for potion misability.
You can buy any of the fighters not drink a regular healing potion.
Braxon's just taken one, so he's not going to take another one.
Well, at the same time, I mean, you've got at least half hit points. If you wanted to just distribute them and hold on to them, just in case. But, I mean, you've got enough hit points that you would take a round from most things that you've faced around here.
Yeah.
So it would certainly give you an opportunity to reevaluate
how much
later.
The normal healing potion heals?
It's the same as the temporary.
Okay.
Temporary healing the temporary healing potion spell that Lafdul has, it basically creates a temporary version of the regular magic item.
Okay.
Braxon, do you have a regular healing potion in your inventory?
You used it.
Or
just use it.
Okay, so you don't have any more?
No, I'll buy some when I go back to Brown.
Okay, I will give you one of mine.
Oh, thank you.
Just in case. And Ockar, do you have any other healing potions on your person?
I don't think he does. I've got 2 on me as well, 2 regular ones.
He did drink regular and temporary just now.
Yeah, this is just.
I drank all of mine.
Okay, Ockar, I'm going to hand you one of my regular healing potions. Don't drink it unless you have to, because it might make your stomach
explode.
Okay.
I still have 2 healing spells, but I think I will keep them as a backup if someone goes down.
The only other potions I have is one that's colored like a rainbow. That's shielding, cloud giant strength, and growth.
All right.
And I have 1 dose of the ointment left.
These are the 2 that I've got on my character sheet.
Okay. Well, I think we're ready to explore more.
Yeah, before you do so, Higgimus and Braxon, please give me a saving throw versus poison.
No.
No, dear.
Right.
Lafdul, did you spike those temporary healing potions?
No.
No, it's going to be from something we've been bitten with. Poison.
Yeah, those.
Or disease.
10 I've got. Oh, I get a
Wouldn't
+1
they-
apparently. I get a +1, which I didn't add on.
Oh, hang on. Before this, old, because Solas was doing a healing proficiency check. He would notice that, wouldn't he?
He might. I mean, but
If
there's nothing to notice if they make a saving throw
Okay, so
in this particular
that's the
case.
first one, right?
Does Higgimus
Yeah.
still have the hope effects one?
Yeah, you'd have plus.
Not that it
Right.
matters with a 20.
Yeah.
Oh no!
No, 20
because
20 is good on a
last
saving
time
throw.
He passed.
Oh, I thought you went below. Don't you want below?
Nope, you want above.
No, you want
Okay.
above in saving throws.
So Braxton doesn't ceramorphosize into a giant beetle this round.
No.
It's always an interesting mechanic, that.
All right.
Maybe next round.
I mean, you saved, so. All right.
I
The
feel
good
like
news is you can wear 3 pairs of boots.
I feel like the only reason I didn't have to do a save is because of my paladin abilities.
I wonder.
Flexible and magical.
So,
Actually, I will. As a
Would you know, though? 'Cause
cautious,
you're saying if you pass, then you don't know.
actually as a cautious thing, because those larger ones seems different. I would like to cast detect poison on them
okay.
to determine if they are poisonous.
The spell does not reveal anything about these creatures.
Okay.
So they're diseased, not poison.
Not necessarily.
Well, I don't have immunity to
Save
poison.
versus
I have
magic.
immunity to disease.
Hey, I mean, you can make guesses, but they're just guesses. I'm not
Well,
revealing
that's the
any
guess
more
I'm
information.
Who wants to take point?
I'm
Okay,
kind
so-
of beat up. Higgimus, you want to take point with your stone?
Volunteer the other guy.
Yeah.
I
was
can't
gonna
see
say
that
I'm
far
just
in here.
joking. I'm joking.
Oh, you think
We
I
do have
can?
light sources in here.
Braxton's got a lantern. He can go first and die. We've got 2 corridors, haven't we?
I'll back you up.
Oh no, it's just a corner.
Is there anything in this room?
If you're not seeing much, then not really. Although, I mean, there is a hefty amount of like bone and offal all around. This is clearly a nest and feeding area. The ground, the floor is covered in the remains of meals and the like. There are bones of rather large mammalian creatures about.
Do they look like beavers?
Oh.
You don't really know enough about various creatures to know for sure.
Can I roll a spellcraft check, or do I need to go closer to that disc to?
Yeah.
You would definitely need to go closer.
Okay,
here and there you do.
someone-
Hold on. Here and there you do see some glints amongst the debris.
Oh, you guys.
Well, Lafdul, you want to look for treasure?
Oh yeah, just volunteer me in.
I think we'll look for the treasure after we have figured out that the disc that is to north of us.
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
So if Meat Shield would be so kind.
Me
Real
too.
quick, I'm gonna.
Oh,
While you
since
guys,
you're healthy.
Oh, I meant
Hold,
fighters.
hold on, hold on. Higgimus, what were you saying?
I want to check around this bin here that I'm looking at real quick to see if there's anything
Okay.
here.
I'm
Nope.
going to follow up behind him.
That is just a little dead end.
The dead end.
Okay,
so
back
you're-
to the others.
Okay, cool.
Are there any stalactites that will fall on us?
No, the cave does not appear to be that large.
Is
Aw.
that an egg?
Oh, you cut out then.
You were breaking up, James.
Is that an egg?
No, it's a glowing disc hanging in the air. Pale blue in color.
Solas mutates since he's the closest.
I will.
The colors kind
study
of shimmer and everything like that.
In my head, it was either going to be an egg or it was going to be a body of water.
Does it look the same from the back?
It does-ish. It's a little bit different on the back, but it's like looking at the. It feels like looking at the backside of a mirror or something like that.
It's a
Right.
Stargate.
I'm studying it.
A portal?
Solas. You think it might be a portal or something?
Poke your hand for it.
I'm going to throw a rock at the desk.
Do not do anything until we give permission.
Can I throw a rock at the desk?
You can certainly throw a rock at it if you want.
No, I'm asking permission from the casters.
Okay.
It's
Not
like
yet.
do their study stuff first, real quick.
Lafdul just says, Lafdul's very practical. He just nods his head. What's the worst that could happen? Lafdul backs off.
So in this room, standing around this thing, there's definitely it's definitely much more humid in here than in the other parts of the cave and outside. There's the air feels more stagnant, and you feel a breeze in here.
Leva, do you
Look,
have
there's
any
another
more...
little cave.
This
Sorry.
might be our
What
gate
was
in
that,
the
Sinrae?
Planescape.
What was that, Sinrae?
Leva, do you have any more castings of Wizard Eye?
No, unfortunately not.
Can any of you cast Dispel Magic?
Yes, but it would be interesting to know what's on the other side.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I guess I could say... Well... Do you want me to stick my head through?
No.
No.
Why not?
Do you like your head, Ockar?
I didn't.
Well,
but, you know, I wasn't
How
gonna
are
bother.
we going to figure it out without somebody sticking their head through and seeing what's
Well,
on the
hang
other
on.
side?
Shouldn't you be putting a 10-foot pole through there or something?
Yeah, let's pull up my 15-foot pole. I think that's what it is. Put it
Yeah.
together real quick.
The
and
15-foot
start
pole.
I'll put my 15-foot pole together, and then we'll stick that through.
Yeah, and there are hundreds of beetles on the other side. Just look at your pole as it comes in and say, "Yeah, well, I wonder what that is. Maybe we should hop over and see."
Nom nom nom.
So, Higgimus, you screw the pieces of the pole together, and then from about 10 feet away or so, you poke at it, see what happens if you stick
Lafdul's taking cover.
the rod through it.
So is Leva.
And
Yeah.
It seems to impact on a solid surface when you touch it.
Oh, okay. Then I start like
Try the other
jabbing a
side.
little bit.
Try the other side.
All right. So
Are
it's
there
like
any mark-
solid surface on the thing, right?
It seems like a solid surface when you poke it with your
Are
metal
there
rod.
any markings?
I'll go to the other side
Okay.
and poke. Yeah.
It seems solid there as well.
Seems solid.
I mean, at least
Okay.
with the
Maybe it's a
rod,
one-way portal?
you're just kind of poking it rather than like hitting it or anything like that. So maybe it needs force or something like that. Who knows?
Okay.
Is
maybe.
up north basically an empty room?
Please do not use any force on it until we are certain.
Is up north where Lafdul is basically an empty room?
Yeah, it seems to be that you don't see anything other than more remains of what you'd guess are their meals and stuff like that.
Okay, so if the rod didn't work, want me to throw my spear?
I said please
Solas,
do not use force on it until we are certain that it doesn't cause a critical explosion or something like that.
Now, this is just speculation, but I have to wonder if perhaps whatever opens it on the other side.
Well, that is why I'm trying to find out if there are any markings or magic runes or something like that.
Or maybe it only works on living matter.
I don't see any evidence of a hive or anything around here, so this must be the reason these things got in here.
Yes,
Yeah.
Higgimus.
Solas was asking if there's any ruins or markings of any sort on this thing.
Not on this thing, and looking at the walls seem unworked. This seems to be a natural cave, so you're not seeing any writing, runes, anything of that nature. Certainly nothing
Sinrae,
is glowing or obvious.
Is it completely smooth or
What, the
surface of the disc?
It seems pretty smooth. The colors shift and undulate a little bit, but I mean, to actually know if it's smooth, you'd have to touch it. It's not
Sinrae,
obviously
are you
rough.
skilled at drawing?
No, drawing is not one of my fortes.
Can anybody here draw?
Well, what's your idea?
I'm thinking we make a drawing of it, then dispel whatever this is, and then take it to somebody else to figure out what we were looking at.
We're looking at a portal.
Yes, Higgimus.
Well, then we should dispel the portal so this thing can't get back through.
Yes,
Right.
Higgimus.
So I'm going to put my shield down, and then I'm going to, with my offhand, touch my pinky against this thing.
Okay.
Wait, do you have a pinky?
Yes, he has a pinky. All right, you
have a
carefully touch it, and it feels pretty solid.
This feels solid. I knock on it. Not hard.
It doesn't knock. It doesn't make any sound when you do that, although you're clearly hitting something solid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
This
see if
seems
I
pretty
can
solid.
grab the edge of the disc.
Does that disc look anything like those discs we found before?
No.
Am I able to grab the edge of it?
You do. However, doing so, you realize that the edge seems to be paper thin. As you walk around it, you notice that it almost seems to disappear when you look at it from the edge. Grabbing the edge does slice into the palm of your hand for 2 points of damage.
Even with gauntlets on?
Yeah, even with the gauntlets.
Oh.
I mean, it's magic.
Okay.
Oh, I guess we just want to dispel it then.
We should dispel it
Yeah.
to keep any more of those bugs from going through.
As you are standing around looking at it, one of the smaller creatures does appear through. It makes no sound when it does. It just kind of runs through and drops onto the ground. You're able to dispatch it really fast since it's just one.
Dispel the gate!
But as
Okay.
it does so, you do definitely... It carries with it a strong odor of like rotting vegetation and musk, the strong smells of swampy water and stuff like that.
Yeah, let's dispel it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
Everybody
cast.
move out of the way.
I'll cast a spell magic.
Okay, you guys gonna reposition?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just
Yeah.
getting out of the way of this.
Hang
I'll
on.
move to just about here. Should be still close enough.
Out of
Hold
way
up my shield
for
in front of
possible magical explosions.
Lafdul's plenty out the way, studying the beetles.
Okay. So go ahead and give me the 1d20 at Sinrae.
Oh. I think Braxon might go and explore.
All right.
As Leva for some reason dies for a moment.
So you cast Dispel Magic at it. You see the motes of the magical energy twirl around it, but nothing seems to happen.
Anybody
Well-
else got the spell magic?
Either my
Alright.
spell was a dud, or we just need to break it the old-fashioned way.
All right, Higgimus will tell everybody to get back.
Wait. Leva. Solas, you have the spell magic prepared?
Nope.
Not prepared.
All right, everybody get that back down the way.
I'm gonna help you break this.
He's got the wand of. Well, no. Oh, my wand of wonder has. the
Actually, you
chance
know
to
what?
spell magic.
Hey.
I'm gonna, hold on, stop. I'm gonna pull out that wand actually that I have.
Okay.
What's it called? Wand of
Wand of Negation.
negation. Yeah, and I'm going to point at it and I say, "Work, do your thing." There's a special word with it too, but I use that.
No, he's clearly said the wrong command word.
Well, the good news about items with command words is that if you say the wrong command word, nothing happens. All right, so you invoke it, point at it, and nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Okay.
Yeah, there is a pale gray beam of light that leaves the tip of the wand and touches it, but you don't see any change.
Okay.
Okay, back up
say-
plan.
Will the spell check give us information on the type of this thing, portal, whatever it is?
You can do a spellcraft check if you want.
Say, Lever. What was that vortex thing you made before?
What?
I'm mostly using this spellcraft check to think if there is how could we destroy it or
Didn't you make a vortex
Really?
thing before, Lever?
No, I didn't.
Oh. Fair enough.
All right. In that case, we'll
I
go with
succeeded.
Okay.
All right,
We're going
Solas
with
and
option C.
Leva, you think that pretty powerful magic would be necessary to create something like this. You don't know of any specific spells, but you are sure that it is magical in nature and not something else, not like a natural phenomenon or something like that. Dispel magic might work, but you don't know for sure.
Well, time
Would
for
the
plan
fireball
Z.
or vortex work?
You don't think so.
Oh, what a pity.
Ockar's gonna try to stab it with his spear.
Yeah,
Okay.
get back everybody. And then Ockar and I are going to do plan B.
All right, so
Plan F.
you're both hitting it.
Yes.
Okay, so Ockar's using the spear. What are you using, Higgimus?
I'm going to go ahead and use that Warhammer thing.
Okay.
Break Brax's Warhammer.
Now, I
Awesome.
will tell you the Warhammer. You've used it enough, and especially in that last fight, you do realize that the power increases when you're attacking something that has attacked you, that has hit you.
Oh. Huh. Interesting.
Oh, it's your favorite kind of weapon.
All right, so you
Small, though.
you both so Ockar, you give as hard a thrust with that spear as you can, and Higgimus, you raise the hammer overhead and smash down as hard as you can, and all you feel is a shock up the arm as your weapons hit solid surface, and you see it. There is a slight shift in the color coming off of it, like as if you hit a sheet of metal that was reflecting light. But there's no sound, and it leaves your arms numb for a moment.
Favor tries to throw one of the stars at it.
Plan G.
Okay.
We bring in the Tinker Gnomes.
I was going to say we collapse the ceiling of the cave.
Yeah.
No, they can dig their way out of that. We've seen.
Leva, you pull off one of the stars and hurl it at the portal. It smashes into the portal and dissipates with glowing motes of light.
Oh, what a pity. Okay.
My plan is to bring in the Tinker Gnomes and have them destroy it.
Don't we have
they would
that oil,
spend,
that disenchantment? Wouldn't that work? Doesn't someone have that?
If we rest, the place will be filled up with bugs again.
Do we have oil of disenchantment?
I'm pretty sure one of the fighters had. I think you had it, didn't you?
No, I don't have any oil of disenchantment.
Yeah, I thought you did.
I have a thing of timelessness. I can preserve it.
I mean,
Just-
I don't have any oils.
Quick note, Leva, you've got 3 stars left on your robe right now.
I don't intend to use any more because they take some time to recover.
Yep, just letting you know.
Assuming the Tinker Gnomes didn't create this, they would spend like the next decade, century.
If I had a oil of disenchantment, it probably got destroyed along with a whole bunch of other stuff a while back.
Old.
Yes.
Would locate object be able to locate this? Or an alternative, well, not necessarily an alternative, a mirror, the same one but the other side.
You would probably be able to locate this, but you probably would not be able to locate the other side. You don't know if if it looks the same on the other side. You don't know if it operates the same on the other side.
I have to be very specific about the one I want.
Well, the fact that
the
fact that it has a limited range means that you'd have to be wherever the other side of this is, and you have no idea.
No, I'm just going around the gnome town. That would be my guess. I need to be right back. A couple minutes, sorry.
All right, Higgimus, yes.
Is this thing high enough up in the air that we can build a fire around it?
It's about like the lower edge is maybe an inch off the ground. And it's about human height.
I say we just bring loads of rocks into this room and brick the thing up. Anything coming through will hit the bricks and won't be able to materialize.
Well, we could do that, or I'm thinking we can build up a little fire around this thing, so anything that's coming through is going to get toasted. And we can rest and just like keep the fire going around it while our spellcasters get Dispel Magic memorized.
We can combine the two as well. Because we can make a fire around, let's say, a circle of stones. And so the ones that actually manage to materialize, they just get toasted.
Does that sound like a good idea to people?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think the fire is okay.
Did we manage to damage them with non-magical fire before?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that was the...
when the web burned, it was non-magical burn.
Yeah.
So, one potential issue with this is that you don't know what will come through.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And while you would feel confident that the smallest of those creatures would probably not be too much of a problem, those bigger ones that were 3 feet long, you don't think that just a bonfire around it would really do a whole lot to slow them down or stop them.
That's why we keep watch.
Yeah. At least we know where they're coming from.
I mean, does anybody else have any better ideas? I mean, breaking it off, I guess.
Here's an idea: we set up the bonfire and we camp outside the cave, and if something comes out of the cave, the person on watch kills it.
I mean, I'm thinking the fighters should be right near it so that they can squash them as they come through, because that's going to be so much easier than waiting for several to make their way out.
Yeah. I'd agree with that.
We gotta rest, but we also can't leave this place, or else it's gonna become infested again. So we gotta have camp somewhere around here and have something to kill things as they come out. Either the person who's on watch or a bonfire or whatever.
We can camp in the cave.
Braxon's going to check the floor underneath where the last creature came out. Is it stone or earth?
It's stone.
Oh, that's a shame. We could have dug a pit. Then they come out and fall in the pit.
Yeah, but they are quite adept climbers.
Oh yeah, they'd be able to climb out the pit, but it'd give us a while to be able to attack them.
Wait, if we stay awake and you guys sleep for 8 hours, or how long it's going to take for Solas,
yep.
Wouldn't we be exhausted?
Yep.
I got a
gain
potion
any
of
healing.
Vitality.
You can
That'll make me last through the night.
We should take shifts of.
Yeah, we can take shifts.
Yeah, the fighters should take shifts and trade around who's using the whatever's the most damaging weapon that hurts these things.
Well, I wonder if as we know these things are fairly hostile, we could overlap our shifts.
Well, like I said, I could take the potion of vitality, and one you two could help me out.
Okay.
Higgimus, as a side note, you actually realize that the past number of nights, you haven't really felt as bad. Like normally, when you're on watch duty, you still feel, kind of tired, because you're not getting a full night's sleep and everything like that. But you realize that for a while now, that hasn't been a problem.
Why? When did that start?
Might have had something to do with the ring.
Which one?
Oh, you took that ring off, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Never mind then.
Which ring was that?
My other ring that I have.
While
it takes
you were
a while
wearing
for it to start working, though, doesn't it?
Yep.
Substance, the ring of substance.
Yep.
It takes a while for it to start working.
So that's probably not going to help you here.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, I took it off. Yeah.
Why would you take that off?
Why?
For other things.
For other things.
Yeah.
You can only wear 2 rings at a time.
So this is where Higgimus drinks a potion of vitality and explodes.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that then. I'll
Without
drink
the
the potion
exploding
of vitality. See if I explode. I'll step away from people, so in case I do explode, I don't
back
get
up.
people.
Leva, come on, let's back up and let him explode by himself.
I come back and I hear explosions.
Hey, with any luck, maybe it'll become permanent.
Hang on a minute. Can't you take the potion at the end of your first shift, so that there's less risk of you exploding?
Well, how does that work? Last time we used it.
I mean, you could. You're not sure whether that would.
I can't remember how long you have to wait after
I'll just
drinking
take
the
it
potion.
now. It's fine.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Your stomach exploding.
And the best thing that happens, it becomes permanent.
Both potion effects you currently have become permanent.
Well, as I said, the majority odds is that nothing happens.
I drink it, Ald.
Yep, my PDF is being a little slow. Sorry. Okay.
My roll 20 is still at 5 FPS. I've tried refreshing several times. Don't know what's going on.
If Higgimus does explode, should we hang his head on his own wall?
Depends whether or not it says that in his will.
He lived as he died on the wall.
You seem fine.
Okay, let's camp.
What have you drank? The potion of vitality.
Mm-hmm.
That means you can't drink another potion for like several days.
That's fine.
Temporary healing potions are fine. So let's camp. Set up a fire around this thing and camp out.
I was studying the beetles. Have I come to any conclusion or anything about them? I was just trying to make heads or tails about them.
Your first conclusion is that they're definitely not natural. They are a merger of beetle and wolf. Precise details on that you don't know, but they appear to be. I mean, they're really gross as well inside because they have a mixture of, beetle ichor and regular blood, and the fur is poking out at.
Could I tell if this is a polymorph?
No, you can't.
So,
I mean, if they were polymorph, then each one would have to be the
like a failed polymorph.
Right, but each one would have to be the result of a spell kind of thing.
I'm gonna blame the Tinker Gnomes.
Well, the interesting thing is that you don't remember seeing any swampy land on the other side.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. So, destroying this portal might not solve the issue.
There's a chance my wand can dispel.
Yeah,
There's
but
also
like I
a chance
said,
my wand can do many other wondrous things.
Do you want to try that?
Destroying that portal might not solve issue. It might just postpone the eventual outcome.
Well, if there's nothing on the other side that's a swampy area, and these are obvious, if from what Lafdul has figured out, these are not natural creatures, then they're probably from a wizard or something that's using this as a dumping ground. Taking down the portal is probably still the best bet.
Yeah, but what I mean, Ockar, it's very rare that portals have huge distances that they can.
It might not have been a purposeful one.
No,
It's usually
I mean,
within a sphere,
you can
at the very least.
portals and gates can go just about anywhere.
Let's
Deal.
Well, let us spell casters get some sleep, and then we'll try casting our spells again.
Okay. All right. So, spellcasters are going to sleep, and who is staying awake?
Where the spellcaster's going to go to sleep? So we don't want them in the area.
I mean, probably not too far.
If we're sleeping here, can we drag all these rotting corpses out of here or something?
Yeah.
It probably stinks to high hell.
Yeah, it does. It does.
If we're doing a
bones
fire, can we
everywhere?
We just make a bonfire or something and just burn them.
That would smell even
Burning
better.
corpses would stink even
Burning
worse.
would make it smell even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't you catch disease stuff if you sleep next to corpses?
I don't.
We can sleep if this cave dirty.
Can we get Ockar to sleep
Or
on top
corpse
of the
filled.
corpses?
There's bits of bone and offal everywhere.
Well, after
So I guess
We could sleep in the entrance.
No. Here's what I'll do. Ockar will clear the bodies out of the cave since you guys are so afraid of corpses, and then we'll be fine.
I'm not afraid of the corpses. I'm holding one.
No. You're afraid of them, so I'll clear them out.
So to be clear, they're not bodies. They're disarticulated skeletons with bits of meat still hanging on them sometimes. You need a shovel to clean.
Yeah, well, the spellcasters will just sleep out.
I will borrow Higgimus' shovel.
Higgimus carries a shovel.
Yes.
I have a spade.
What's a spade?
Shovel.
It's a shovel for him. It's a shovel for us. It's a spade to him.
I mean, there's still plenty of daylight left if you want to spend a lot of time doing that.
Yes.
All right, let's get to it.
Okay.
Braxon was wondering if he could look for rocks, because we can bring this thing up.
While we're shoving all this stuff out, I'll keep an eye on the portal, make sure anything comes through gets squashed, or call for help if need be. And then you guys, when you're shoving this stuff out, make sure to look through it. There's some shinies in there.
Yeah, we'll look through it.
Okay.
I can scan the room with detect magic, point out anything that's magical, at least immediately.
Braxton's going to look at the corpses to see if any are beaver-sized. You said he couldn't identify them, but
yeah,
if they're the right sort
it's
of length,
impossible
then...
to tell. I mean, there
so
definitely there
corpses.
definitely are bones from animals that size, but they could also be hamster. They could also be bear. They could also be deer. One thing that you're pretty sure of is that there are no scaver cartilaginous remains.
Yeah.
What about gnome?
You don't think there are any humanoid creatures that you can definitely identify. There aren't a whole lot of skulls around, which is odd.
Yeah, I thought the beavers might want to conduct a funeral or something. If we found dead beavers.
Yeah, if there's no body, they'll just have to do a general thing.
Yeah, I mean, if there's if they've been dead for days, they would probably have already held a ceremony. It's pretty typical. All right, so who is helping to clear the cave? Is it everyone?
Not everyone.
Braxton will, but he'll be ready. He'll be ready to run
our...
back. He'll be ready to run back and help Higgimus.
Hang on, how many hours is it before we're actually resting? Because I assume we've only been traveling for a couple of hours, had a couple of fights. We're not sleeping straight away, or wouldn't be able to.
I mean, it's like early afternoon right now.
I mean, you could do that in video games. Why can't you do that in...
Because you generally can't sleep without a full day's
reality.
Spent
but
doing
Ockar,
stuff.
this is not a video game. This is reality.
Yeah, what is this video game?
So, all right. So again, who is helping to shovel the bones and offal out?
Braxton.
Ockar's doing it.
Lafdul will help because
anybody helping?
Get the warriors to guard the portal.
Yes, exactly.
All the non-warriors will do the shoveling, I guess. Unfortunately.
Oh, okay. So you get to do the manual labor for once.
So you don't want Braxton to help?
Well, no. You focus on squishing.
Okay.
I guess.
I mean, if it's like once every, if there's no beaters for like an hour or something, then you can help. I'm just depending on the frequency. I assume they're frequent.
Auld. Is there a lot of corpses and bits in the cave where the portal is?
It's everywhere.
Right. Well, then Braxton is gonna at the least get rid of the stuff from where the portal is.
All right.
And move it to the other cave where the other people can pick it up and take it outside.
Okay.
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I just make a general pass through all these rooms with detect magic to see if anything magical's on the floor, like buried in the corpses?
Sure.
Doing so, just add it to the treasure at the end or something.
Doing so, you find no particular magic, but that portal, that is extremely strong magic. That radiates very, very strong magic.
Same stuff on the radar? Same level of power?
Hard to say. It's very, very powerful.
Because radar had like literal portals. Well, I mean this one is, but that would be new for certain.
I mean, like you're asking to quantify something that without any real tool to quantify it. So
it's over
it's
9,000.
All right, so you spend a few hours working to clear it. In that time, more of these wolf beetle hybrids do come through the portal. You're able to take care of them. None of the largest ones that you encountered came through. However, it was 1 to 2 every 5 to 10 minutes or so.
Right.
So you realize that
common.
this is going to be a big effort overnight.
Is there loose rocks around that I can lean some up against that portal?
Not rocks that big.
All right. Is there anything Braxon says to Higgimus? I just want to pop outside and find something. Branches, anything that we can lean up against the portal?
I mean, branches, yeah.
So what Braxon wants to find out is when something comes through from the other side, whether anything leaning up against the portal will go through.
Okay.
Hold the portal open while something's coming through it.
It does not.
I don't know. No. All right.
The only thing that happens is that the beetle creatures bump into them and knock them over.
Right.
After a little bit, I'll try to just pounding on the thing for like a minute or two, just to see if it looks like it weakens or anything.
All that seems to do is make your arm extremely, extremely numb and difficult to fight the next beetle that comes through.
Well, I didn't want to go to exhaustion.
Do you have any spare bombs? Because I got a small keg of smoke powder.
I still have those 2 oil bombs. The 2 flaming oil bombs.
Can I roll spellcraft to know if a sufficient physical damage, not magical, will disrupt a magical portal?
You can go ahead and roll.
I think I just kind of proved it doesn't.
Yeah, my spellcraft's not exactly the best, but... Nope.
You have no idea.
I'll have my expertise.
You have no idea. Now, you will say that if the portal is generated by something, then destroying that something would do it, but that's the only thing that you'd really have may be able to make any guesses out of. So in that time as well, you do find some coinage of unfamiliar design. And they seem to be either like inside some remains of some of the dead beetles. You know, like there's dead beetles in here that weren't killed by you, and also the ones that you killed. So you find a total of 11 copper pieces, 11 silver pieces, 7 electrum pieces, 6 gold pieces, and 4 platinum pieces. That's just mixed in with all the rubbish, the disarticulated bodies and everything like that, and some of the beetle corpses.
Can I use heraldry to possibly recognize where those coins might be?
You can roll. You don't recognize them.
Okay.
They're definitely not any heraldry that you know. All right, so you've spent a few hours. You have at least a spot like up here cleared away that you could rest, that people could rest in. You've cleared space around the portal. So that if you wanted to set up fire, you could do so. If you want to continue clearing stuff out, you can do that.
All right. one more time, Leva, could you use this wand just in case it was just me that made it malfunction?
Yes, no problem. Give me the control word and I'll try it.
Okay, I'll do that.
So Leva tries to use the wand.
Okay. A beam of light, grayish light, shoots out from the tip, touches the portal, and nothing happens.
I take it it's the same as it was with Higgimus.
Correct.
All right.
Higgimus, you do remember you were told that this wand was for eliminating the effects of other magical devices. So.
Okay.
So Leva returns the wand to Higgimus, saying it worked as well for you as it did for me.
Okay. Just checking.
Okay.
Well, Leva certainly wants to go and sleep because she needs a lot of time to get her spells back.
Yeah.
Braxon's going to go hit that disc after Levels cast a wand on it.
You know how inconvenient this is for the poor people trying to sleep? Is will they stop making a racket?
Well, that's the interesting thing is that hitting it doesn't make any noise other than any noise that they make.
Go, ow.
Well, yeah.
And then, Braxon, did you miss that I was hitting that thing for a while?
Yes. Hang on.
No, I get what he's going for.
Braxon's going to hit it just in case the wand lowers its defenses for a short amount of time.
Yeah, that's what I realized. It doesn't seem to make any difference, unfortunately.
Okay.
All right. Braxon, could you help me out with the fire stuff at the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go get some firewood if you need it.
Solas will go to sleep as soon as possible.
Yeah, Sinrae's gonna crash as soon as she can.
So
where are we sleeping?
Can get their spells early as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Do we say we're sleeping? Oh, up there.
We're up on the ledge.
It's not a particularly high ledge, but it is just, I mean, it made for a kind of an obvious place sort of thing. All right, so the three of the warriors.
Is there a gap under this disc?
About an inch.
Right, and there's nothing actually attaching it to the floor.
Nope.
I make the suggestion, but we're completely at the mercy of the warriors, feeling that they all die or something. I have some wax. We could put some wax in our ears so we wouldn't get woken up by noise.
Just in case they're dying.
We need to have good night's sleep. We don't get our spells back if we don't rest properly.
Then we wake up and they're all dead.
No, we'll be eaten.
Yeah, I think you'd wake up being eaten. That's what would wake you up.
Yeah. Why don't you go further away then?
Nah, this is fine.
Hopefully, if you're losing the fight, one of you will wake us. Or throw a stone at us or something.
All right, so
because I am going to do that. I'm going to use some wax and just try to plug out the general noise of combat.
Okay. So you four bed down for the night. The warriors get prepared. Are you going to be staying up all night, or are you going to try to do shifts? Higgimus feels good. Higgimus feels that he could go all night.
I think the idea is Braxon and Ockar do half the night each.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the first half. You can take the second half. Then I'll just hand you my spear when it's your turn.
I've got my own weapon, thanks. But
I just figured the spear did more damage than the battle axe, but whatever.
Would dispel fatigue take away the fatigue from staying awake?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Would dispel fatigue take away the fatigue of staying awake?
I don't think it does. I'd have to look at the spell description. It might work in the morning, but
doesn't you?
I'd have to look at the spell description.
Okay.
If it doesn't say that it does that, then it doesn't do that. Because that would be a pretty obvious use of the spell.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys, you four get to sleep. The warriors, Braxon and Ockar, trade off halfway through. Higgimus stays up the whole night. And...
Well...
Yeah?
I'm just looking at the spell description. It negates the penalties of forced marching along basically extraneous activity, which constantly fighting would be.
Yeah, but the bigger issue here is the lack of sleep.
Yeah, there's not much can be done about the sleep part.
Right. That's a
fatigue part you can, though.
That's a bigger thing.
Well, blessed watchfulness makes the recipient of the spell to be awake and alert for the duration.
Do you have it, or are you talking about memorizing it?
I can cast it in the morning.
Well, yeah, that's something to keep in mind, but... Okay, so, you guys good for getting to sleep? Any other things that you want to do before that?
I could try pointing my wand at it. My wand does many things.
You can certainly do so. If you want to do it, do it.
But I would have to do this at the far end of the room, and I would have to make sure everyone goes out, because there's a chance another spell will come out. Maybe
I think that's best to try in the morning if we want to try it.
I do have some control over it. So does Leva, I think.
We'll try it if nothing else works in the morning.
So we're taking a couple of the spell magics, I assume, each of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm taking 2 dispels and 2 sleep.
Yes, I will take 2 as well.
2 dispels.
Okay. So for the warriors, the night is extremely exhausting. Even you, Higgimus, despite the potion, you feel that this was a lot of work. Like I said, every 5 to 10 minutes you are smashing a beetle that comes out. In addition, periodically at longer periods, there are beetle creatures returning to the cave, sometimes in larger groups. And it is exhausting work, but with the 3 of you, you manage to take care of it. However, over the course of the night, each of you takes 15 points of damage.
Ouch.
Thank goodness I did all that healing!
We are going to have new healing spells.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take some healing spells. He
I
doesn't
don't need to
normally
rest
take
to
that.
regain my lay on hands, do I?
No.
It's just a once per day thing?
Yeah.
And how many hit points do I gain over the night?
2.
Yeah, I assume time won't technically matter.
And Lafdul, of course, you'll be fully healed. Unless some of that was from fire damage.
Yeah, I think I took... Yeah,
I'm
no.
just gonna-
I would be at 56, but the rest would give me one.
I'm just going to
hit
use lay
point
on hands
per
to
six.
fix that, so that's 16 hit points back. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm fine.
How many hit points does Beowulf take off? Or
Oh,
is he
yeah.
with
No,
the-
Beowulf's sleeping
Beowulf
with you guys up
wasn't
there.
helping. He was staying away.
Yeah,
'cause-
before I go to sleep, of course, it's good idea would be to cast a Cure Light Wound that I saved as a reserve spell.
Yeah, you could do that.
And Cure Moderate Wound, so I casted those both.
On who?
Use Beowulf as a pup.
On Braxon and Ockar, because they are most likely to work on them.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, light wounds on
Poor
Ockar
Higgimus.
and moderate wounds will be on Braxon.
So 3 for Ockar.
Okay. This is after or before?
It doesn't
Before
matter.
the night.
I mean,
Okay.
6 of one, half dozen of the other. Okay.
So Braxon had 10 more hit points.
Thank you. Yeah, but he lost 15, so he's down 5. But thank you.
Can I start changing my spells
Yeah.
around?
Yeah, you guys can change your spells.
Because this takes a while for me to deal with them.
But you said that each of you were taking 2 dispel magics.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can make your changes for the other spells, and we can just go through the dispel magics while you're doing that. Who wants to start?
I'll start.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a 1d20. You feel that spell was pretty powerful. You see the motes of light from your dispel magic. However, it makes no change to the portal. Now, I will tell you that 20 is the only thing that would be more powerful, and if it didn't work on a 19, it's not going to work on an 18 or less. You would know this instinctively.
So either we have to cast 2 at the same time, or we need to find a different solution.
The dispel magic doesn't increase in power that way.
Dispel
However,
each other.
you are also not the most powerful spellcaster in the group. A 19 by
Yeah.
someone
True.
else would be more powerful.
All right, Lever tries.
Okay, give me just a second to get back to Tome of Magic.
So that means it's at the same cleric level. Because I haven't gone up a cleric level yet.
All right, you're casting this first one at level -3.
Wow, join the club level.
Just a moment. What do I need to spare?
1d20.
D20 as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
What level's Sinrae?
7.
Her bard. Oh, she casts at 7th? Or she
I
casts
think-
at 6th?
She casts at 7.
Yeah, she casts at 7.
She's more powerful than me and Solas, then.
She's also a wizard spellcaster as opposed to a priest.
Hmm.
All right, second
We
one.
may end up in a situation where the spellcasters have to go and get somebody else to break this.
Yeah, that was at normal level, but with a 6, that's not doing it. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you took the dispel magics. Leva casts her 2, Sinrae casts 1, and she realizes that her second one would not be any better, so she doesn't cast it. Solas and Lafdul, do you want to try?
I will
Yeah.
do.
Okay.
I'll roll. That one. Wow.
Nope.
Wow.
Nope.
Gee.
Dear Lord, are we gonna have to rest another night?
For the spells
Well,
aren't
the fighters
working.
can't even stay up another night like this.
If we have to stay another night, Leva took major creation. She can make something around the portal that will prohibit the things to come in.
We could just try destroying it with a lot of powerful magic.
Unfortunately, none of your
None of us
dispel
got
attempts succeed.
Really? Damn it,
What's-
Ald.
Yep,
We're just
high
being
level.
true. We're just being true to our group.
What's the most powerful offensive spell we have in our repertoire?
Probably levels. 5th level spells, whatever she has.
Vortex?
Yeah, you can send the vortex at it.
Oh, we can try Lafdul's wand and cross all of our fingers.
That one does many interesting things.
Yeah, let's all back up and
Lafdul,
have
do you have-
Lafdul try his wand.
I wonder. If I'm casting it, I'm casting it at the farthest possible range. I'm not.
Right, you're
wanting
trying to
be
get a dispel
incinerated.
attempt with that, right?
Yeah.
Keep in mind that wands cast their magic at 6th level.
It would still have to be a 20 on the roll if we got the spell magic. Oh, yeah, I
Well,
don't
a
know.
20 would be the equivalent of Sinrae's 19.
Yeah, would you be able to think of anything?
Isn't it
that
20
would-
automatic?
No.
No, I don't
No.
know.
Is there
I thought
anything
it
you can
was.
think of that would be really powerful damage-wise?
I have a gate spell. That might just disrupt it by forming another gate on top of it.
I mean, it
The
would solve
odds of me
problem.
actually successfully pulling that off, though.
Hey, is your gate spell permanent?
No.
Now we're
Oh.
thinking with portals.
Basically, the idea was is to cause another gate on top of it to disrupt it.
Oh, sort of like a counter spell.
I think that's a good
You're-
idea. Let's try that.
Yeah, hang on. I'm not wasting a 7th level scroll that is extremely rare. And I have like a 50% chance of like causing some kind of abyssal planar creature to come and kill us.
I will cast Cure Moderate Wounds on Higgimus, Braxon, and Ockar in that order.
I've got so many healing spells as well, but I'm just having to write them up. I'll answer your question in a minute, Higgimus.
So strength.
Oh well.
Strength on Ockar.
Another 10 for Braxon.
1850 Ockar.
Okay.
Is that with level variation?
Yeah. Level variation doesn't affect the strength granted, it affects the duration.
Did
Thank you, Solas.
your moderate wound succeed on Higgimus?
And Higgimus, let's see.
In the fire that we built underneath this thing, has it done anything?
It definitely did. It did take care of many of the smaller ones that were coming through, the smallest. And it definitely hurt the medium-sized ones. You didn't see any of the largest ones.
Well,
I also cast a Blessed Watchfulness on Braxon and Ockar, so they are a bit more awake.
Also, the Cure Moderate Wounds did not work on Higgimus.
Oh, well, I will cast another one on Higgimus.
That one works.
I'm just looking at my spells still.
Put yourself markers on for the Blessed Watchfulness, Ockar and Braxon.
What are we using for that?
It basically keeps you awake.
No, I know that.
It's up to you. You can use whatever you want, as long as you know what it is.
Okay.
It keeps you awake for the next 11 hours.
Could I?
Would a fireball work?
Nope.
I'm sorry, what was that, Higgimus?
The swamp smell stuff.
Yep.
Was there anything similar to that we've come across here?
On this planet?
Yeah.
Not that you've come across on this planet. I mean, you haven't covered that much ground on this planet, but you didn't really see anything swampy from orbit.
There is swampy. That's definitely the smell we got, though, right?
Yeah, you would, like, especially after the night, you're pretty convinced that wherever the other side of this is, it's in something swampy or swamp-like or something like that.
Did we entirely determine that they can dig through rock?
Those two are for Ockar also.
Oh, the 2 and the 7?
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't find a blessed watchfulness thing, but I found a watch.
You can use whatever you want, as long as you know what it is.
How much gunpowder do we have?
Hang on.
This is for Braxon.
Because I'm on the verge of just
Ooh!
setting up gunpowder and blowing up this cave and seeing if that stops them.
That's another 1 hit point.
Mm-hmm.
This cave has definitely been, like, you can see pincer marks in the walls.
Yeah, if portal isn't disrupted or their source isn't destroyed, they will just keep coming.
Well then, we're just going to throw our most powerful spells at the portal until it...
I like
but
Never's
we know that Fireball or Vortex won't do it.
How do you
I
know
like
that?
Never's idea of...
Because we determined that with Spellcraft last before sleeping.
No, we don't know that Vortex won't do it.
You did ask Fireball or Vortex.
Yes, you're right.
How are we
like
going to
Lever's
get rid of
idea.
this thing? We've tried everything.
I like Never's idea of changing the ceiling into something that comes down and surrounds it.
We might have to go through.
We can't go through. We've tried touching it, and it's just like solid.
No, you've only tried touching one side of it. Nobody's tried touching the back.
I kind of assumed that people had, plus Ockar touched the
side.
He got cut.
Well, he touched the sides and he got cut, but by doing that, if one of the sides let him through, his fingers, either his fingers or his thumb would have gone through.
So it's a one-way portal.
Higgimus tried his pinky on both sides, so it didn't work.
Fair enough.
Is there a way? Let's see.
Well, Lafdul is casting the idea spell, and
Solas is pondering if there is a way to go through the...
You might always want to look for other sources of information.
We might have to go back to the Tinker Gnomes. Or talk to the beavers and find out if there's a swamp around here.
How long does it take to get to the Tinker Gnomes and back?
I say we brick the damn thing up. Or
they can
jump
through it.
Can we cave it in?
Out. Yeah,
there are pincer marks on the walls, so they have dug through here.
Yeah, but what if they contain them?
What if they can't come through the portal because there is something literally touching the portal?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that'll
If we
work.
can touch the portal, then a brick wall can touch the portal.
So a lever takes out a piece of wood and creates a barrier around the portal.
1 sec before you do that, I want to try tossing one of the corpses of the beetles at the portal to see if those just go through easily.
It does not.
Does not. Okay. All right.
Well, I think we should...
So we have 18 hours. Once I cast this barrier around the portal, we have 18 hours. And then it disappears, whatever I did.
I guess maybe talk to the beavers first and see if there's a swamp around.
I'm going to start healing since I assume Solas has gone through most of his healing spells.
I have one more spell left.
Insight.
Yeah, I actually took a whole roster of healing spells for a change. This is rare for Lafdul.
Leva, real fast. The 18 hours, that's for normal duration for your casting level? 2 hours per level?
Yes, that's for wooden stuff, for vegetable matter.
Yeah, you got 24 hours.
Okay.
So,
that's good enough.
I think we should just go straight to the Tinker Gnomes.
So we have 24 hours.
I mean, I think we should ask the beavers if there's a swamp around, because
why should we do that? Can't we just get the Tinker Gnomes come here and do their crazy tech stuff on this thing to try to destroy it?
Well, first of all, the beavers are closer.
They break the laws of physics all the time.
The beavers are closer.
Ockar.
I mean, if you will have to talk to the beavers first about other things before you can even get to the Tinker Gnomes. So there's no harm in talking to the beavers. Maybe they don't have any. Maybe they don't have any help. No, you have to go. You have to go with the beavers first to get back to your ship.
Yeah, we have to get back to our ship, and that will take almost a day.
Ockar, if we've blocked this thing off for 24 hours, that gives us enough time to go back to the beavers and try to arrange for enough construction material to be bought here that we can brick this thing up from both sides and see if that works.
Bricking it up won't work. You just chew through it.
Well, how do we know if we don't try?
Problem is, Braxon, that there seems to be still some groups outside.
Yeah, we can deal with them as well.
Yeah, but once we leave here, what stops one of the groups returning and chewing the portal free?
Well, are they that smart? Maybe they can. But if we can get rocks and bricks and totally block this thing up, and then cause the cave to block up, then nothing can get back in. And then we can go off and hunt the others. But we can't do that without construction materials. And the beavers can help us with that.
I'm thinking the faster way would probably just finding the source. If the source is on where we are, then finding the source of whoever's creating these things and the other side of the portal itself might be the smarter thing. The Tinker Gnomes are going to want to experiment for a very, 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 very long time.
We get it. All right, so
what I'd say with the Tinker Gnomes, they would probably contain it so that it can't cause too much problems.
Also, for the person whoever said that they might gnaw their way through the wood, they have wolf heads. Wolves are not known for gnawing through wood.
They gnawed through the stone.
But they also have pincers, and just because they have wolf heads doesn't mean that they can't gnaw through things.
Okay.
But I mean, the fact, like putting up the wooden barrier around there, it's not a permanent solution, but it is a slowing solution, and there may be benefits to that. Now, I mean, I think the putting up the wooden barrier at the very least is I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a good idea. doing it while we healed our fighters.
Right, well let's rush off to see the beavers then if we've got a wooden barrier around it.
Yes, let's.
Okay.
Braxon, add your hit points.
Sorry? 35.
Did you add the hit points that...
Oh! Sorry, no, I don't see that. Yeah, sorry.
Zach had typed in the Discord.
Yep.
Okay, so with the wooden barrier around the portal that Leva has created, you make your way out and head back along the mountainside to the river where the you left the beavers behind. You do end up having to fight some small groups of the beetle creatures on the way, but it's fairly uneventful. You're able to take care of them pretty handily, knowing what to face and everything like that. And you get back to the shore, and you do see the beavers on the other side, and signal to them. They were clearly camping. They had set up a little camp. They had told you that they would wait there for, no more than 2 days.
If you don't come back in 2 days, we'll assume you're dead.
That's kind of what they figured, yeah. So they pull across with the raft, and Caston is there, and he greets you and says, "It is a relief to see you back. Well, have you discovered anything?"
So we have a
Yes,
problem.
there's a
portal.
portal. One sec. There's a portal that they seem to be coming out of. When they come freshly out of the portal, they smell like they come from like a swampy area or place. But we can't. We tried several different means to try to destroy that portal, and we can't do it apparently.
We've tried using the spell magic. We've tried using a wand of negation. We've tried attacking it. Nothing seems to destroy it.
We basically need to figure out where that swampy area is, where that other side of the portal is, so that we can close it from that side and deal with the source of these creatures.
Or we need to find a way to permanently seal them in there, or get the Tinker Gnomes involved and have them do weird sciencey stuff to destroy the entire cave.
Yeah, I was wondering if we could brick up the portal.
Are there any swamps on this side?
What is a swamp?
A swamp is
Solas
like,
will go in solar lecture mode.
Water and soil mixed together.
Smells rotting.
Solas
Place for rotting wood.
Solas starts a lecture on swamp and swamp ecology.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I don't think there's anything like that around here.
Well, that's where these things are apparently coming from out of this portal. So far, right now we have a wooden barricade around the portal. We think they'll hold for at least a day. But we need a long-term solution to stop it.
If they can dig through stone, they can dig through wood easily.
Yeah.
Wood's not going to work, but it's
well, no, the wood was just to slow them down temporarily.
The wood's there to slow them down, but we had to camp out in the cave, and things kept coming out of there, and things kept trying to come back in. It was a mess.
Has there been anyone new moving to this side? Humanoid, spellcaster, anything like that? Any weird powers?
Other than us.
Other than us.
No, and I don't know of any places like where your friend described on this world.
Are there any structures, weird structures around?
Well, the jellies have some weird structures.
Jellies.
I suppose you could go talk like to them. Yeah, they're a strange creature. We have little to do with them. They have a pretty spectacular command of magic, so I've heard. I've never actually seen one.
If you can take us to them and let's talk.
Where do these jellies live?
Yeah.
They have a few fortresses around in the mountains.
Can you take us to these jellies? We may need their advice.
Their most prominent capital, I guess, for lack of better descriptor.
And could you describe them?
Base.
I've never actually seen one myself. They're rather difficult to understand, so I hear. But I believe there is one of their fortresses further along the mountains. If you hike for a few hours. He's pointing the opposite direction of where you just came from, kind of thing.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to go over there and see if we can get anybody to answer some questions for us.
Well, I'll turn to everybody else. Does that seem like a next step we probably should take?
I mean, we've hit a roadblock when it came to the portal, so I think, yeah.
Hang on. I'm wondering if... do you beavers have anything like bricks? Do you do any stonework ever?
No, we don't need to use any stone. Everything we do is with wood.
Right. Because I was just wondering.
Revelation.
I was just wondering if we could get some bricks and surround this thing with bricks to try and slow it down while we're off looking for more information.
Basically, the ones who would break it would have to be us.
Yeah.
Because the beavers don't have anything that can harm those creatures.
All right. Well, we'd need to make stonework then. We're not really stone.
I think that's a no-go, and at this point.
Well, do any of the spellcasters have anything that could fashion stonework?
Solas might have access to the spells that I do not.
Only temporarily.
You should have Stone Shape. You should have that spell.
Who are you talking to?
It's a Solas. It's a 3rd level elemental earth spell. It's a common spell.
Yeah, but it would require a night's sleep.
Yeah, I know, but you were saying you didn't have access to it.
I didn't say
ask
I
Old.
I said I might, but...
All right.
Stone shape at his level, I don't think would.
Yeah, wouldn't be large enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
if
we don't have access to bricks, could we get the beavers to supply us with some wood so that we can try to build a dam around? Wood cut to a reasonable size that we can get into the cave and try and block this thing up to try and stop them getting through.
I think
the harder the wood, the better.
I think that might be just using time.
Well, it might be a temporary fix. It might slow them down.
Well, but Leva put a 24-hour barrier of wood up, so you've got some time.
Yeah.
I mean, but also the thing is, like, to get enough wood back there, you're talking about, like, really needing a cart.
Yeah, but they could make us a cart.
Yeah, but it would
maybe
take
we can't
time
do this straight. Maybe we can't do this straight away, but if we tell them what sort of stuff we might need, they can go off and look out for those materials.
If you ask them if they can make you a cart, they would tell you that they could make a sledge, but it would still take many, many hours.
Right.
Also, I think the best option is to go to that city that we were pointed out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since the source might very well be those creatures.
Okay. Well, we'll go to the city then, but let's let them know what we need if that doesn't work.
They can start making a sledge for you, but Higgimus would have to drag that. He's the only one who could do that.
Okay.
Poor Higgimus is so exhausted, isn't he? Or tired?
No.
Oh.
Not at all, actually, probably.
Well, it was a lot of work fighting all those creatures. That definitely tired you out. You just aren't feeling sleepy.
Oh, okay.
I think we might need to take this day easier because our fighters are quite tired and spellcasters have used
rest.
quite a lot of spells.
Yeah.
We were up all night
clerics.
fighting bugs.
Yeah.
Well, if we're off the area, then we don't have to fight them again today.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how fast they're coming through, but we... Oh, how many came through in the night? Can we estimate how quickly they would fill the cave up once that barrier's down?
There was 1 to 2 every 5 to 10 minutes.
Right.
So
But at
about
the same
6,
time, you were there. You don't know what... Like, just because you can't pass through to the other side of the barrier doesn't mean that things like your smell, your sounds don't.
Yeah.
You have no idea. So maybe they realized that there was potential juicy meat to eat on the other side.
Okay.
Or maybe it's just that's what happened. That's how many come.
Okay, let's go to the Jelly City then.
Okay. Caston informs you that it would be a pretty long hike. You will probably get there in the late afternoon or early evening.
Poor Ockar and Braxon then, if Higgimus is alright.
Yeah.
No sleep, or barely any sleep, and hacking all day.
Well, they have the 11 hours from when I cast Blessed Watchfulness that they don't feel that.
Is there a river at all that can take us part of the way?
No, you can't get any closer with the river from where you are right now. So you guys setting out for that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I get my tree steed, that'd be good.
You could do that.
Oh, well, I'm 7th level. I need a
you can't do that yet.
though.
You can't do that yet.
Yeah.
I
don't know. It'd be great when I get that.
Yeah. You travel. It's fairly uneventful, although it is fairly pleasant considering that
not fighting all the time.
There's squirrels about. There's birds chirping. Things like that. It feels like a normal foresty area as you're tramping.
There's a marauding Lafdul coming by, pulling squirrels from the tree with his ring. No, he's not doing that.
Lafdul is like little bunny Fufu. So you travel for a while. The Caston himself had not seen the particular citadel that he told you about. Usually these jellies come to the beavers when they want to trade, in the rare occasion that they want to trade. But the beavers are somewhat familiar with the where these creatures live.
Can we get? Should have said this before we left. Can we get something from the beavers to prove that we're friendly with them?
It's a bit late now.
Yeah, it's a little late now. Could have thought of that before you left them. Oh well.
We'll wing it like we always have.
Yep.
I mean, we have a bard.
Yes, you have a bard.
Bard sounds
no
so
pressure.
confident. I've got emotion control memorized as well. So
after multiple hours of travel, you realize that one of the mountain peaks that you can see as you're approaching it seems unusual in that it seems a bit too regular.
Illusion.
And if you want to, do you want to try to disbelieve it?
Yeah, I'll have to, because they said they were masters of magic, and you're saying something's odd. Doesn't seem right. He tries disbelieving. What do I roll?
I guess you can. Well, no, I roll because you don't know if you fail or succeed. You attempt to disbelieve it, and it makes no difference in the mountain peak. It's still there.
My eyes narrow at it. I'm onto you.
It could be constructed.
Would I have any sort of lore knowledge of what jellies might make their homes out of?
No, because the fact that they're calling them jellies, you realize is not a name for them. That's more of a descriptor. You know, it's like calling a human a mammal kind of thing or something like that. It's just
It might be the oozes or something, or slimes.
It's a descriptor as opposed to a name.
Could be jellies.
You do see, as you approach closer, that there appears to be a smooth pathway up the mountain slope. This is clearly artificial.
Yeah, it's kind of made for them.
So you heading up?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
It's very awkward to go up a slope if it's really slopey. What's the incline like on it?
It's pretty steep, and it's pretty narrow. Like, this appears to be cut into the rock. And as you are traveling up, the formerly plain stone walls begin to be decorated with non-geometric designs that are really hard to follow. Like, they don't appear to be symbolizing like pictures that you can tell. And as you're looking at them, they tend to give you a headache. And if you follow the lines, you quickly lose your place.
Oh, is it like what was it when we went to that wizard, that radar wizard or whatever it is? They had that pillar outside his thing. Was it like the same headache we got from that?
It's a similar headache, although the design is completely different.
I see we've entered the Eldritch Horror section of the game.
Yes,
Sure.
we're saying the non-Euclidean geometry like relay.
You continue up the pathway, and after about 15 minutes, the pathway just dead ends with a solid stone wall in front of you, heavily shadowed by a large rock overhang. And this back wall is decorated with a mural. It's clearly a mural, although the proportions and everything is strange. It features what appears to be round floating creatures, but the landscape almost looks like it is stretched or squashed in various dimensions, and it also gives you a headache to look at. But it is also luminescent. Just a moment after you arrive, a pair of pebbles or stones clatters to the ground at your feet from above you, and quickly looking up, you see that the overhang actually has a hole in it. And
Braxon, calls up,
hello. Before you can do that, a voice drifts down to you, and every time a word is formed, it's accompanied by a strange whistling sound. And the voice calls out to you. "Home of ours you come. Why? Not contact with you we interest have."
We come seeking your advice and knowledge.
It seems to be waiting for a little bit more detail.
We discovered a strange portal in a cave in the forest nearby. Strange beetles keep pouring out of it, ones with the heads of wolves. We were hoping to get some advice on how to close this portal.
Yeah, your friends the beavers are under attack. We've been speaking to a beaver friend called Gaston. You may know him.
Don't seem to give any response to that.
We were told that you might have some information since you're kind of skilled in magic.
Portal magic is? clearly a question.
Yes, there is a portal.
The portal is magic.
Portal, gateway, magical door.
It's kind of a one-way kind of portal. We tried touching it and dispelling it. We could physically touch it, but could not go through it, and the edges could cut skin.
It looks like a mirror.
Yeah, but they're able to pour out. At least it seems like that they're able to just drop through without any problem.
You
and
hear
they smell
some
kind of like a swamp.
You hear some whistling and squeaking sounds, high frequency, high pitch, and rather fast from inside the hole. Then
Lafdul's like
voice comes again.
I thought Tinkernail was bad.
Magic much needed. Do can maybe. But danger leave if we do. Creature us kills if leave do we.
We can protect you.
When speak if we don't. Magic have we, but strong have you. Eliminate you do?
You wrote this down, didn't you? Because there's no way you can fake out those words in that sentence that quickly.
Sinrae looks over at Higgimus since he's technically their captain. Captain?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I'm still trying to understand what's going on, Old. I haven't.
I think they are basically asking if we are strong enough to defeat these creatures.
Yeah, and basically, if it's too dangerous, they're gonna bugger off.
Well,
I'll say, oh yeah, we can kill these things just fine. It's just
no. They want us to kill something for them to help us with the portal.
Oh, is that what that is? Fine.
That's what Sinrae thinks.
They said it's dangerous for them to leave.
We can protect you along the way, and to the portal. The creatures themselves aren't an issue to us. It's just the portal.
I think there's something else they want us to kill, Higgimus.
You want us to kill something else? We can do that.
Yeah, we
can
take care of
yes.
anything that's in your way.
What do you say?
Case is yes.
Case.
Then
where is the creature you want us to kill?
Creature find you do. Retrograde if you go. It kill you do. And help we do. Go. Creature cave it lives. Easy find. Float do you for 12th of turn.
We can't float. We're land bound. Unless we're in a ship.
Give me an intelligence check, Sinrae.
Okay. My intelligence is 15.
You kind of realize that this would be the equivalent of you saying, yeah, it's a X amount of walk over that way. Since you walk, you would say walk. They obviously don't walk.
Oh, so which direction did he say?
Retrograde.
And that would be as if you would continue on the direction past this this fortress.
Yep. We'll take care of it.
Is there any sort of proof you want us to bring back?
Head bring. Good. For proof.
Yeah, we're skilled at cutting off heads.
What creature is it?
Not no type creature. Large.
Brief
Eat.
fire?
Eat it to us. Before we go and kill it, can we rest in your? Could you offer us a night's rest?
Ground down, rest you can. Bother you, we not do.
I think he's saying that we can rest here.
He's saying we can camp nearby and they won't bother us.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Which is probably our best bet.
Yeah, because
I doubt we want to fight it in the current situation when our fighters are soon to be crashing out.
Yeah, so we're gonna rest and then we'll go take care of that thing for you. We're kind of exhausted from dealing with
with the beetles and observing the portal for an entire night.
If we let the fighters, if we camp, the blessed watchfulness prevents them from actually sleeping.
Yeah, that's still on us for another few hours. So.
Yeah, but only a few hours. I mean, it's going to be running out really soon. This is why I was like, but the problem is that I was thinking of, or the solution was like, because we can, it's a well before we need to sleep. The casters, the fighters could sleep ahead.
Other option would have been that Braxon and Ockar would have been quite tired.
Right, but it's like late afternoon now anyway.
Yeah, they can start sleeping as soon as.
Like you've been hiking for many hours.
Yeah. Let all the warriors take the first rest, and we'll take the night.
Yeah, they can start sleeping as soon as the spell runs out.
I mean, Higgimus is tired from fighting, but he's not sleepy.
Yeah, I can just take a break. So, let's just go camp. We're talking about taking rest. Let's do it.
Yes.
Yeah, fighters can start sleeping as soon as we find the campsite, and we can wake you up when spellcasters need to start sleeping.
So you're gonna go back down the path and look for a nice campsite down there.
Yeah.
Maybe. We're near a mountain.
It's pretty easy to find a clear spot, set up a campfire, and bed down. In the process of doing that, you do see a small group of giant space hamsters move by, munching the grass, but they seem to ignore you.
So these are not the carnivorous kind?
No, they have no wings.
Boo!
Oh, that's good.
All right, so you bed down and keep a watch, but you do not see anything through the night other than that. So when
miniature giant space hamsters?
Wake up, no, you don't see any more giant space hamsters in the night. When you wake up, you can get your spells back and keep going in the direction that you were going and see what creature this floating jelly was talking about.
Still? We're going to be still taking the spell magics.
I will take one.
I will take
one.
one.
Everybody should at least take one, just in case.
Alright, I will take one.
Because I got a feeling that Alt's going to throw us at a dragon again.
Oh, what's no?
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I fully admit to making it really difficult to understand what the heck those creatures were saying, but...
You pre-rehearsed that.
Yeah, of course I wrote that.
Did you design that world just to make sure that it would be entirely impossible for us to disable, so we'll have to come talk to these guys?
I mean, the portal is not based on a specific spell. I don't have to make things based on specific spells. But yeah.
Oh, that makes our job so much harder.
I definitely did design it to require you to go on and do other things. I mean, maybe if I will say that if Levas had gotten a level variation of max and a 20, then that would have worked.
Oh wow!
Maybe not a 20, but like she would have needed to get that spell very, very powerful.
It would be possible. When I got a 19 and it didn't.
Yeah.
We are the company of the broken sword. We are not the company of the high rolls.
Probably the highest I would have rolled for a while.
Lafdul's healing was pretty good today, actually.
Well, we did have a few high rollers this time.
I had one high roll, the 20 on the save.
Imagine if you had that.
And that was the one we were meant to fail, because that was the one Sinrae made.
Yeah, you got the 20s on the worst spots, don't you?
Yep.
Look, it's not my fault Lafdul moved his hand slightly at the last minute.
All right, I'm just totaling up
regret.
Experience points right now.
Do the fighters get fun spending an entire night fighting these things?
Who wants today's strength?
Let's wait until next session to do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Just Like, it'll be easier to remember during that session, I think.
I will also do my spells the start of next session, if that's okay.
I mean, you can. That's up to you. I would
way.
want you to do it before the session actually starts, because the idea is the session starts
Yeah,
with
well,
you guys getting walking.
Yeah, we'll start before the start of our next session. Not
Yeah,
going
you don't need to think of them right now.
I think I had some brilliant strategizing today.
Jumping through flames.
That wasn't the brilliant part.
Not healing?
No, throwing the oil through the wall of fire.
Okay, that was
we
pretty
knew we were
good.
going to do that.
Anyway, I think that some XP was coming.
Yep, I'm calculating it out right now.
How much XP do we get for fighting throughout the entire night?
You should probably get a lot for that, I would have thought.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Not
that's
much,
true,
because it
really.
didn't require you to actually have any challenge.
Yeah.
All right, Lafdul, that is going to be 2,200 experience points.
Not bad.
2,200.
That might actually level my priest. I'd have to check.
You'll have Tree Steed.
Yeah. I have no
Leva?
horseshoes.
Leva, that will be 2,450.
Wow.
Solas, 2,400.
Oh, my priest is level.
Yay.
Sinrae, 2,300. Ockar,
64,000.
that will be 2,470.
Ah.
2,360 for Braxon, and 2,960 for Higgimus.
Only almost 65,000.
Not leveled up yet.
So, Lafdul, that is a level for you?
Yes, my priest is level 7.
Okie dokie. Well, it's good that you're going to sleep, because this is happening before you sleep.
Yay! All those spells I don't have spell components for.
You have a holy symbol.
Yeah,
That'll cover,
that's
like, a
probably
lot of them.
I'm just having to work it out.
So is that level 7 or level 8 for you?
7.
Okay, so your Thaco is going to go down to 16.
Hang on. Ew. Why is that not copying in? Sorry.
Did Lafdul pickpocket a beaver on the way over?
No.
What am I going to find off a beaver?
They don't have pockets.
Have clothes either.
I mean, wait, no, those beavers not marsupials. For a second, I was like, well, beavers do have. No way. No. I think platypus.
Beef my priest. My Thaco goes down by 2.
Yep. Well, your base Thaco goes to 16.
Well, if they're the beavers from the old Chronicle of Narnia, they would have pockets because they wear clothing. Or at least aprons.
So this means that Lafdul gets better spells now?
I get my 7th level. That's 7th, yeah. 4th level spells.
And
you
new
don't
power
get stuff like
electricity.
Resurrection quite yet.
No. He
get
actually
my
does
powers
not get
as well.
resurrection. He does
No,
not
I
have
think
access to that.
Lafdul would have to steal a log.
Is Lafdul's specialty cleric, does it have a different XP table?
Yes, he does.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Lafdul, saving throws.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
Paralyzation, poison, death magic goes down to 7.
Yep.
Rod, staff, wand goes to 11.
Yep.
You may already have better with
I
your,
think I do.
your thief, but petrification, polymorph goes to 10.
Oh, no, it doesn't. It improves by 1.
Breath weapon 13.
That goes down.
And
all gone
spell
down.
12.
And they've all gone down.
That's good.
So all your saving throws are better?
And
1d8.
now I get to roll my hit points.
Or you can take the 4.
Roll.
No,
roll,
I'm rolling.
Roll,
I've
roll,
always rolled.
roll, roll,
Yeah.
roll.
Alright, here we go.
Roll.
3.
Yes.
Slightly less than
Ockar
average.
sounds
This is my
way-
worst. My worst priest roll.
And now they'll all be bad.
No, well, I've got more than half my hit points as stats, so I'm happy
Well, that's good.
in general.
All right.
Well,
No one else gained a level?
No.
Okay.
Think of it this way, Lafdul. Your deity will be happy that you rolled badly.
Oh, I got a granted power of invisibility and chaos now.
I thought you also got Tree Steed.
The Tree Steed, that's a traveler spell.
Oh, specifically a spell. Okay, gotcha.
So you summon up a
I was,
horseman tree.
I can turn a log into a mount.
Yeah.
I only need about 21,500 to get the next level.
Well, you could always just kill Lafdul. That might be enough.
Just read like an evil book and, like I did, and lose a level or something.
Yeah, that'll make it so much faster to go up a level
What
then.
about if I kill Lafdul
You know what,
and then resurrect him?
You don't even get access to resurrections. You don't have the wisdom.
Also,
I mean, use my own resources to resurrect you.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that also be evil?
You know what's funny? That book that I read, if you read it, you would have got wisdom and a level.
It happens. Anyway, thank you guys for playing. Thanks everyone out there for watching. We will return next week. The party has another little hunt mission to do. It will be fun. It will be fun.
We're gonna kill the wabbit.
See you next time, everyone.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks for